launched Cleanse America here at Healthy Living, and we're really excited that everybody came. Thanks for coming. And we're going to talk a little bit about cleansing and juicing, vegetables, what kinds of vegetables, raw, organic, all that good stuff. I'm going to put gloves on because that's the Healthy Living tradition here. We wear gloves, I guess, when we do our juicing, so I'm going to put some gloves on for you ladies and gentlemen. So, Cleanse America is a really cool organization that was started by my friend Paul Reese, and he'll be everyone's friend at the end of this cleanse. What we're doing is a 10-day cleanse, and this is actually the 5th cleanse that we've done. I've done all of his cleanses with him, and just this cleanse, they made me a wellness warrior with the group, and so I can go out and share Cleanse America love and do some juicing with you and kind of introduce you to the program and what we're doing. It's a really cool program, and I'm so grateful to Healthy Living for hosting this event. We're so blessed to have such a enlightened and awakened health food store right here in our little community in Montgomery, Texas. I mean, truly, we are so blessed. I'm from California, and I grew up in health food stores, and this is the best health food store that I've been to in many years, and I love it here, and I feel like I'm family, and I'm sure all of you do as well, and that's why you're here. So I'm really glad you're here. My name's April, and I love sharing juicing recipes and raw food recipes and any sort of cleansing, detoxing love that I can share with you. Or I want to answer questions. We're going to save those to the end. We're just going to go over some of the basics of Cleanse America, and we're also going to do some juicing and try some recipes. Okay? Have a juicer, some sort of juicer at home. Blenders, okay. And I'm going to talk about how to use a nut bag. If you don't have a juicer and you're not ready to get a juicer, we can use a blender, and then we can kind of strain out the fibers, and we'll talk about that.
A Vitamix would be the same way because it's a pulverizer.
Yeah, you're just going to pulverize it, but which is good. But if you want it to be like a true juice, if you're doing a juice cleanse, then you can, soak it in a nut bag. And I'm sure that they have them here, that I'll be able to show you. And we'll kind of go over how to do that. So this juicer right here is the Champion juicer. And I have a juicer. It's a dinosaur. It's still running, so I just keep on using it. I'm really happy it's still running. This Champion right here, I talked to a woman in a class, I think a raw food class I taught here a few weeks ago, and she told me she had her Champion for like 16 years and that it just kept on going. They do have juicers for sale here at Healthy Living that you can purchase. You can purchase everything we talk about. You'll be able to purchase right here tonight. We're not doing this to try to sell you something. We really just want to share some really cool information with you. So if you have a need for a juicer or your organic veggies and things like that, or a blender, then you'll be able to definitely grab that here, while you're here. So that's the Champion, and there's I think quite a few on the shelf. Those are available today. So I'm just going to start by saying Cleanse America is a 10-day cleanse. If you decide you want to do it, it's only $25, and you just pay online. And then what happens is you get plugged into a system where you get all your support online. You're going to get 2 ebooks that you can read at your leisure. One of the books has like 60 recipes in it, so that's really cool. You're going to get tons of great recipes, and then if anybody's bored and fall off the track, and so for me, the most important thing has really been variety. To have a lot of variety in my life, so I don't get bored. And so let's just kind of talk about that. Now, when I was 16, and I started getting help, and then as soon as I became a mother in my 20s, I knew that I had to really go back to my natural ways and live a healthy life. I am raw vegan. I know that everybody's not raw vegan, and I really don't believe that that's perfect for everybody's life. And I don't judge you on where you're at and what you eat, nothing. I just want to love you right where you're at, and I want you to love yourself.
I'm supposed to eat.
That's okay. You're O positive, right? O negative. That's okay, William. So really, and there's so much great information here at our local health food store as well as online that really, what works for me might not be what works for you, and that's totally okay. And what Paul's talking about often. He did a book called Intuitive Eating, and he talks about really kind of going within and listening to yourself and really thinking about each bite. So when we start going on a cleanse and we eliminate, you know, certain foods out of our diet, what happens is we become lighter and brighter. Like everything, there's a reason they're calling this cleanse Spring Alive. All of our senses become awakened, right? And we know that we're in a great awakening right now. Like everybody's waking up all over the place. There's tons of great information out there that's being shared, and we know things now that we didn't know before. And so if you decide that you want to do this cleanse with us, it's a 10-day cleanse with Cleanse America, you'll have access to that book called Intuitive Eating. And you'll have access to Paul Reese online as well for support. And then you'll have access to his other book that he did with 60 recipes in it. So the idea is that we really just kind of slow down. We take the time to kind of go within and figure out what works for our body. Now, some of us have, you know, been this far along and we've kind of figured out that doesn't work. You know, like for me, I can't drink coffee. Coffee makes me crazy. It turns me into a crazy person. It makes my body feel, you know, bad, and I can't drink coffee. It's just not something that works for me. But you might be able to, and that's okay. So really, just kind of going within, figuring out what works for you. And when we start to eliminate things like, you know, gluten and even, you know, wheat and sugar, you know, white flour, we start to eliminate, you know, some of these foods while we're going through a cleanse. What's going to happen for us is it's just going to kind of wake us up a little bit more. We're going to taste more, we're going to see more, we're going to smell more. Everything comes alive inside of us. And so we're not asking you to give everything up. There's 3 different levels of Cleanse America. So the first level would be just going on a raw food diet. Just making sure that everything you consume is raw. Everything. You know, just really you know, trying to stay away from cooked food for just 10 days. And when you think about it, 10 days really isn't that long when we're looking at our whole lives. And truly, I mean, why not? Well, you know, we can have that, you know, baked sweet potato or whatever it is. For me, you know, if I'm completely raw, I might miss like a baked sweet potato or some brown rice, you know, but you might miss something else. I don't know.
It's the 10 nights.
The 10 nights. Okay, we're
10
going to talk about
nights.
nights. We're going to talk about nights. We're going to talk about nights. You might develop a computer addiction. You know, he's trying to stay out of the kitchen, but we're going to talk about nights because you're going to be getting that support online. That's when we all get online at night, and everybody's doing posts and everybody's, you know, following. And if you aren't comfortable going online or, you know, doing posts, that's okay. You're going to get support in other ways, but you're still going to be able to access this information. So step 2 would be to do smoothies, you know, and raw food. So maybe you decide you don't just want to eat raw. Maybe you want to do smoothies. And that would be in your Vitamix or your blender, and that's still going to have all your fiber in it. And maybe you're going to do smoothies, maybe a juice here and there, but also maybe you're going to have, you know, salad at night, or you're going to eat fresh fruits and fresh veggies throughout the day. So you can do, you know, step 2. You can do step 3, where you're just doing straight juices in your juicer, nothing else, water and juice. Okay, you could do that. But let's say day 3 you decide, oh my gosh, I just miss chewing. Maybe you grab an apple and you chew an apple. It's really okay. The idea is just to go raw, vegan for 10 days and do as much juicing and smoothies as you can. Just get as much of, you know, if you look at like all the stuff that we're getting ready to juice, it would take me 2 days to consume all of those vegetables if I were chewing, right? So what I'm saying is, what we're saying is, let's juice them or put them in a smoothie or a blender so that our bodies can absorb them. So all those beautiful veggies, and the cool thing is we have the co-op coming at the health food store here at Healthy Living next Thursday, right? So you can order it from Claire tonight, and then, you know, buy some veggies off the shelf because you know you're going to juice or do your smoothie in the morning. And then it'll be here on Thursday, and you can come pick it up. And it's a beautiful box. Has anyone ever done the co-op here?
Yes.
It's beautiful box of all organic fruits and veggies.